Welcome to part 2, and we continue with the skeleton and the pelvic alignment. As I mentioned, the pelvis is the center of your body, and you want to have this area well aligned. Okay, so you can see these colors, yeah. So I did not draw all the muscles that they are there. You can actually Google, okay, and get it from Google or a anatomy book. But I just draw a few just to give you an idea of why it is so important. First of all, women, mostly women who have given birth, most likely have the pelvis out of alignment, because when we give birth, the pelvis has to open up so the baby can come out. Now, you may say, oh, well, I had a C-section, so my pelvis is all right. Maybe, maybe not. You know that during pregnancy, your body will be releasing hormones to make your joints very soft. So just think about all the weight that you carried for 9 months. Even if you had a 7-month pregnancy, it's a lot of weight, and that creates this balance. Now, men who are watching this video, you may be thinking, well, I didn't have, like any children, so this is irrelevant to me. Not so. Why? Because you also have a pelvic area. Okay? This is not just for women. If you sit for too long, you don't exercise enough, or perhaps you had an accident, you had a bad fall, you had your service in the military, and then you had to carry a lot of weight, this is relevant to you. Now, single women who said, well, I didn't have any children and I'm okay. Maybe, maybe not. Some of my clients in Singapore were flight attendants. And these flight attendants, all very pretty, they're very slim, they're gorgeous, but they had their pelvis out of alignment. Why? Because of the nature of the work. They had to carry, a lot of, like heavy weight and do a lot of, like lifting things. You know how flight attendants work. You've been on a plane, right? So the pelvis is actually quite a delicate area. Now, if you don't have strong gluteus, I'm talking about your gluteus maximus. And the gluteus maximus is the big chunky muscle that makes up your butt. If that muscle is weak, your pelvis can get out of alignment very easily. Okay? Hint, hint. Okay, you start getting it? So it is very important that this area is where it needs to be. As you can see in this picture, this is the center. So if the pelvis goes out of alignment, also your legs will start getting out of alignment. Have you ever seen someone with the legs that look like an O? Bow legs. In Japanese, it's called okyaku. That happens also because of the pelvic misalignment. So if you have bow legs, you want to align your pelvic area. It will make it easier for your knees to go back to where they belong. Now, let's go up higher. Okay, so if your shoulders are out of alignment, you just don't want to treat your shoulders. You want to treat your pelvic area, because your spine sits on your sacrum, this little thing here that has a triangle shape, that's the sacrum. So your shoulders, everything starts shifting. You probably have seen, women that in your family, say, your daughters or your nieces or someone that you know for a long time, and you know them when they are single and then they had children. You don't know why, but they look different. Have you ever asked yourself that question, or you noticed that? I wonder what it is. There's something different about her. She looks different. I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay, so what is different in women who are single and women who already had children is in their face. Yes, these bones, your cheekbones, they shift Why? Because, I'm going to show you again with my little drawing. Cranium sits on your neck. And how does that relate? Remember, neck, okay, let's go. Cranium sits on the neck sits on the spine, spine sits on the sacrum, right? So if the sacrum is out of alignment, and more so after pregnancy, it opens, the pelvis opens up, right? So it makes it move. Your cranium is not a one solid bone. No, 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 no. It's not like that. The cranium is a set of bones put together in gears like this. Okay? So actually your cranium moves. It shifts. Okay? It is healthy to shift. It is healthy to do this movement. When you breathe properly from your pelvic area, your cranium can do this. Okay? And that increases your longevity and increases your mental sharpness. That's why you want it. Okay, so going back to the cheekbones. So given that the cranium shift, so and your cranium is sitting on your neck and your spine and your sacrum, it's all out of alignment. Naturally, the bones in your head, in your face will shift. So you will notice, I want you to observe women who have children, especially the ones that you know. Take a look at a picture of this woman, or even yourself, okay? If you are a woman who had children, take a look at a picture when you are single, when you didn't have your children, and then another one, or you just take a look at yourself in the mirror when you had the children. You will notice that this structure, your cheekbone, is different, okay? I had 2 pregnancies. I had 2 children. Okay, and after each pregnancy, I made sure that I had my pelvis aligned. So my bones are where they need to be. My eyebrows too. Yeah. And I can still fit in a dress that my mother and we made when I was 24, which is before I had my daughter. And actually I have the dress here. I will show you in a different video. Okay. 24 and I'm 42 now. How cool is that? I'll show you in another video.